What's going on, guys? Mickle here, and I wanted to bring you a quick update on the XRP price chart. We just recently had a massive rejection off the top of this symmetrical triangle, and while typically this is a bearish sign, something actually happened today that was extremely bullish that you guys need to see. I think this chart is primed for an explosion to the upside, and in this video I'm going to get into exactly why I think that's the case and when I think it's going to happen. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out so much in the YouTube algorithm and will help more people like you see this content. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this video, and let's jump right into it. Alrighty, guys, so let's jump right into the chart and show you exactly what I'm seeing. Some pretty crazy stuff has been playing over the last couple days, and I want to break it down for you guys really quick so you know exactly what's going on. If you're new to this channel and haven't seen this pattern before, we're essentially just comparing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern to the one playing out right now. If you pause the video and just look at the pattern for a little bit, you can see insane similarities, and watching this pattern back here is actually how over the last couple months we were able to call so many different movements in this pattern right here. It's actually insane how similar these patterns have been playing out, and blows my mind how technicals can do this sometimes. But today I really want to focus on where we're at right now and what this latest rejection means for the XRP price. If we look back to November 3rd, we actually had an extremely bullish day and broke out the top of this ascending channel, just to drop back down below it and in classic XRP fashion leave us with a massive tease. Then the next day, we fell all the way down before making a massive pump to the upside. Once again, it looked like we were going to have a massive breakout. And in classic XRP fashion, we fell right below the descending resistance, causing another massive fake out. Today, we ended up going for a massive fall and coming back all the way to the $1.13 range. But in an extremely bullish fashion, we actually found support on this bottom channel line right here. This is really important for us to do because we really want to stay inside of this channel, and I'll show you in a minute why is that the case. But right now, things are looking extremely good in the fact that we did bounce right off this, and I haven't even moved this line. The price chart literally wicked right off this channel and immediately got sucked back up. This is a very bullish sign because it seems like despite this massive sell-off, there is strong buying pressure around this region, and it looks like we should continue to trend up back towards this top ascending resistance. Once we get here, I think it's really important that we put some more pressure on this top resistance line. I'm not sure how many days it will take to get back over there, but I'm looking for that to happen right around Swell kicks off, which is Ripple's annual conference, where they essentially talk about the ecosystem and how it's progressing. That is taking place on November 9th, and I think it looks highly probable that we could make some higher highs and slowly move up before breaking up out of here. The next time we break out of here, we really want to close a daily candle above this line. We can see back here we had two candles that made it outside of this resistance, but ultimately just fell back inside of it, and it didn't allow the price to actually break out. If we take a look back here, at this last pattern, we can see that a very similar thing happened, where in this case we actually did slightly close the candle outside of the top resistance line, but it still had a massive wick all the way back down to about the 56-cent mark. I think it's pretty important to be watching how this last pattern played out, because these patterns have been playing out almost perfectly to a T so far. We then saw after that we closed a massive candle outside of the resistance line, and then that meant it was time to break out to the upside. These patterns aren't going to play out necessarily candle for candle, but the general motions and the general shape of the patterns have been extremely consistent. So based on what we see here, we can see that we've only fell out of this channel once back here, and after that, the entire time we were able to maintain candle bodies inside of this ascending channel. That's why I was so happy today to see that this candle, when it fell all the way back down to this resistance line, it was immediately sucked back up. I would have been a little worried if we closed the candle below this region, because that would have meant we would have had to have another massive fight to get back in here. We can see how hard it was to get back in the last time, and actually took us about 5 days of candles bouncing on top of this resistance line to jump back into it. It's definitely a very good sign that this held as support this time, and might have just been a retest to make sure that this was support. I think for the coming days we should be all set to start moving back up to this top resistance line. If that is the case, I think that we should be primed for a breakout in the coming weeks. Not only are the technicals showing us that this is the case, but the fundamentals are very, very positive as well. We have Ripple Swell on November 9th, which should release a ton of bullish news for XRP and the ecosystem as a whole. I've been saying it's been very interesting over the last couple of weeks that the Ripple team has been releasing so much great information. Typically what they would do is they would save all the good information for Swell and then release it all then, so they kind of had a bunch of great talking points to release at that point. I think they probably have something pretty massive in store at Swell, and that's the reason why they've been releasing some news right now, just because they know they have a home run there, and therefore they're trying to like prime the event, get everyone excited, and then hit the home run once everyone's there. I think this home run that they do release at Swell, and I do anticipate them breaking some pretty big news, I expect this to be very bullish for the XRP price. Some things that I'm watching that I think will be extremely interesting. One, does the price break out before Swell and we kind of run up to near all-time highs before it's disclosed what the news is? Or does the news get dropped and then XRP starts pumping? I think it will be an interesting case study, because either way, we know this price is ready to blow up to the upside. This is a classic symmetrical triangle pattern that always leads to volatility at the end of the cycle. Technically, this pattern could break to the downside, but I think that is extremely unlikely based on where XRP is in its market cycle. Almost every single other high cap crypto is way past its all-time highs, and XRP is still, sorry, meant to measure that. Still 235% below its all-time high. This is extremely important to understand, because XRP is very undervalued right now, and therefore just to become properly valued, it should be making a move to the upside. Even if it was to its all-time high, I still think it's undervalued there, and think the fair valuation for XRP should be around $10. That, and all the bullish momentum going around XRP right now, I think this pattern is almost guaranteed to be breaking to the upside, and it's just a matter of time. We've seen all kinds of different cryptos moving to the upside, and some that don't even have that great of an ecosystem around them or a fundamental use case. XRP has one of the best communities in the world, as well as extremely good technicals to back it up, and fundamentals, with Ripple building a massive ecosystem with the biggest banks in the world getting on board. All this is extremely bullish, and are reasons why I think that this pattern is no doubt to break to the upside. The thing that's hard to predict is time, and while it's been difficult this entire time to nail down this the time that this will break out, we do have to point out that there isn't a lot of room left in this triangle. There's only 25 days left, and history tells us that we likely will not go the entire distance, especially if we're not going to be falling out of this channel. If we measure this channel, there's only 10 to 11 days left, so we should be seeing something in the near future. Guys, if you guys enjoyed this content and you're still watching this video, please like it down below and subscribe to the channel. We've been absolutely nailing all these movements yet, and you guys are not going to want to miss these updates, because we are getting to the end of this and are expecting a massive move. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you come back for more, and for now, Mickle out.